Let me get the shoes in.
Wait. Before we do that, when we introduce. Welcome to the Energy Table. My name is Orange. I'm here today with a magical being. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Naala. Lartey. My pronouns are alien fairy.
You are a very inspirational embodiment of that.
Oh,
you know, from the very first
We
second
go,
I
we.
met. We meet there. But it takes one to acknowledge one. I get that, but it's been so consistent and so beautifully embodied through you. Like, I'm so honored that you're here today to explain or define who you are, how you have lived and redefined or identified who you are, who you want to be, and who everybody just has no choice but to receive you as.
Oh,
I love that.
So I would start by going back a little bit.
Yeah.
So recently, hello. Recently, I've been trying to understand this idea of childlike self and going back into your inner child, and why everyone's so keen to talk about it but not act upon it.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. So I must have gone to solstice. You know, when the queens and the fairies meet up, and when we give thanks to and give gratitude to who we were in winter solstice, and then entering a new beginning.
Yes.
And this was like 2 years ago. And I remember sitting there, and it was all about childlike self. So they're willing to play games. They were talking about just tapping into your inner child. And the whole time there was kids around us, dancing, screaming, laughing. And the group was getting really agitated and annoyed by this. And I was like, well, you've kind of called upon them. We're doing a whole childlike tapping into inner child energy circle right now. Of course they're going to come, right?
Wow. You know what? Sorry. Something just went do.
Yeah, go.
Because I feel like the child self sometimes is so isolated from the adult's awareness because of how children are perceived and how that maybe is not shed.
This is my point. That children are chaotic, they're honest, they're raw, they're fun, they're loud, they use their voices, their vocal cords, they want to get dirty. And that to me is inner child. Like, inner child is not shunning from my adulthood. Inner child is recognizing that I'm still fun and free and I want to experiment, try new things. I want to create wrongs and rights. I want to learn. So anyways, they're getting angry at these children. They're telling these children to go away. So I get up from the group and I had to move from their energy, and I went to go play with the kids. We were playing football, basketball, playing stuck in the mud, all these childhood games I hadn't played in so long, and I had a great time. And then some of the groups slowly started to join me, and the ones that didn't packed up all the stuff and went inside. And one of them took a kid's bag into the house by accident. So I knocked on the door, asked them to give the kid's bag back, and they're getting angry at me. Why are you bringing kids to the house? I'm like, because you took his bag, and he needs to go home. It's late. And I remember just sitting there the whole time, being like, why are we so quick to talk about these things but not act upon it? Why are we unaware of our surroundings to even realize what that even means for ourselves? For example, my inner child is still current with me. The way I look is vibrant because I love color. I always hated black. The way I am, I'm crazy. I do fun things. I like to make mistakes because I'm curious. I'm still curious. When I watch a show, my eyes are beaming like this. And I'm like, whoa, because I'm actually feeling those feelings. I'm not thinking about them, criticizing them, or wondering what's around me. When I go clubbing, I'm shacking it out. I bust sweat. I drench. My makeup runs. I don't care what I look like because I'm out there to have a great time. Whereas, the culture of clubbing nowadays is you're filming, you're sitting, you're being cute.
It's all just social media content.
Yeah.
You're going out to have some content for tomorrow.
Exactly. Life is about content.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what, sis? The things you're saying, I get very humbled because I feel like I may be one of those women.
Do you know what? I will say this. So your birthday, I don't know if you're going to cut this out, but I'm going to say it anyway. Your birthday, I even said to Shanice, I was like, babe, is Orange okay? Because I was worried.
Why?
Because you felt like, when I meet you out and about, no cameras around you, and the focus isn't on you, you're you. I could feel your soul shining and you're being yourself. That day, it felt like you had to perform for all of us. You had to put on a brave face for all of us. And it was out of
what?
It made me question, like, do I talk about it?
You know
because
what? Do you remember
safety?
It was eclipse season.
Yeah.
And my birthday was a day before the end of eclipse season.
Yeah.
And I had some serious heartbreak happen in the eclipse season. I had some serious reality checks, some serious reflecting on myself, about myself, for myself. And that was almost like the end of it. And I was like, I was fine. I was almost like, on a survival mode until you guys walked in.
Yeah.
Not even when I arrived, because when I arrived, because my mind was like in a different place, thanks to the solar eclipse, whatever happened in it, but it's the solar eclipse season that was like keeping me on a chokehold, I felt.
Yeah.
It was like I didn't have time to prepare. I didn't have the mind or the capacity to prepare. There was no preparation, and I'm a Virgo. And this was going to be my 40th. This was going to be a different kind of birthday.
Yeah.
And I kind of failed on myself. And when I got into the venue, I had like that little bit of facing that, because I was like, you didn't show up for yourself. And there was nobody really that was not allowing you or anything. Like, it was just where my attention was going wasn't allowing me to be relaxed today.
Yeah.
So I had to literally run up and down, get food and
I know,
drinks.
you were like...
It was raining hard. I was looking at my finances. I was looking a bit funny at that moment. It was just...
But let's talk about that fact, showing up for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I really want to get into today. Like...
Thank you for snapping me out of this.
No, girl.
We were just diving. No, but it's because even though it's not the topic, it all goes back to what you were saying before about why are we saying things that we are not able to actually walk through and realize. Because it's a thing. Like, I feel like I've been speaking for years about, the life is a reflection of your mind and this and this and that. And just a few days ago, I woke up and everything just made sense. And I thought, you're not really doing what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel it. It's like baby steps, but it almost like we cannot just wake up and be someone else. It's going to take a moment of making sense of what we're thinking and what we want to say. Then we say it and we acknowledge our environmental changes and pressure, maybe challenges. Yeah. And then we're going to figure out how to adjust and not give up. So it's like a journey.
I will say this. Back to the inner child thing. My child is lit.
Yeah.
And my child will never leave me.
tell.
The adult side I'm learning to become. Like, there's this post where it says, how can I act my age? I've never been this age before. I refuse to be the society's version of an adult.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. No, I was thinking.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you're right though.
Yeah, I refuse to be the version of an adult that society wants me to be. Mainly because when we're 60 plus, they're free. They say what they want. They laugh. They dance.
Yeah.
They lose the word shame. When we're like coming to about 10, before that age, again, they're children. They can say what they want. Let them play. They're children. It's accepted. But this weird in between where we're supposed to be adult, we're supposed to be learning, supposed to be growing, we're not allowed to be free and we're not allowed to be ourselves. Myself, I always knew what I liked, what I didn't like. I used to say to my mum, stop telling me I can't go out when I'm young, because I know for a fact when I get older I'm not going to like this anymore. I just knew in my soul that it wasn't going to be for me. I knew at that stupid, immature age, I needed to be so immature and stupid. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Do
out
not
of your
tame
system.
me.
Yeah.
Get out of my system. I knew that there was a part of me at a certain age I needed to be sexual, hypersexual, explore and be stupid and silly, because I knew when I found my worth, when my chakras are aligning, when my spiritual cleanse was going to happen, I knew that's not what I wanted to do. Everything has its stage, not because of your age, because of who you are.
Yeah.
Certain people are now hitting their 40s and being free because they couldn't when I was younger. Certain people were too free when they were younger and now want to grow up and be chaotic and wild, and that's fine. I understand that truth for me is always going to be different for others. When I first started wearing my face paint, my sister was like, what are you doing? You look so silly. Now she rates it. My mum was like, what is on your face? What's with these bold colours? And now she rates it. Like, everyone is now looking like us. Before, we were the niche. Now it's becoming more of a thing, and now it's becoming a trend. But guess what? When that trend's over,
girl.
when the trend is over, guess who will still be here? Because for me, it's not a trend. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Listen,
It's identity.
Absolutely. And it's self-expression.
Yeah, and I feel self-expression is so many things. The way we eat, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we feel, and it is mindfulness. And I think for years, people talk about these things. I keep saying it's a word, it's vocal. But as soon as the camera's off or as soon as no one's in their face, they're different. And again, that's fine. For example, say you're going through mental well-being, you're sick, or I'm, for example, I'm around people,
Yeah.
When I'm at home, I'm silent. You would not even recognize me. I'm literally an complete introvert at home.
Yeah,
I can go days without speaking. Literally, like, I'm morbid almost.
Yeah, yeah. But it's a spectrum.
It is a spectrum.
Because it's like there's no box anybody should be able to fit into.
But this is a true statement, but it's not everyone's reality. People, that's why, again, I stopped wearing my makeup for over a year. I was so curious to see what people would treat me like without my makeup on. If they actually saw me as a show and something to entertain, because I only got invited to parties and clubs and events. I never got invited to deep, meaningful things like birthdays, christenings, weddings. As soon as I stopped wearing my makeup, they all invited me. I started getting invited because they didn't see me as chaotic. They didn't see me as childlike. They didn't see me as immature. But as soon as I stopped wearing my makeup, they saw me all of a sudden.
It's
and
almost like
freaked
a
me out.
fear of your abilities. Because if you can come out bold and unapologetic, they may not know how to
Handle me.
control you.
Yeah, control. That word.
Girl.
Demonic word. Demonic.
So I feel like you're kind of like that way. Like, you know, when we do show up and we do show off, because there's so many people that I've had to make peace just are not comfortable to walk alongside us.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine
yeah.
because and I realize that these people are not necessarily like
safe for us.
safe for us. So
Yeah.
it's a protection.
It is an amen.
Yeah.
There's another video I love watching. It's a fern, and it's a beautiful, massive fern, but it's caged in plastic. And as soon as they take the plastic off, it grows. And it's the expression of how people can cage us. You know, we are bold and we are beautiful. It's about being in the right environment.
Yeah.
And that goes for the fish. You can't tell a fish to climb a tree and call them an idiot because it ain't got no rascal hands. You get me? So,
But it's very true.
yeah, when it comes to my understanding now of culture, like what culture I want to be a part of and what community I want to be a part of, I really think about like authenticity, which is why all my events, everything I do, Naala's House, is show up for yourself. It's
Can you tell the audience
Okay.
as well what it is that you do so they can come through? I'm gonna obviously link you and your profile and your socials onto this video, so whoever can watch you can also connect to you.
So it's Naala's House, darling, Naala's House CIC, and I started that last year.
That's your camera.
Oh,
You've
girl,
got
hey,
personal
girl.
camera.
Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. I started it in last year, and I went from doing charity work called Hear the Motion, which was about all the communities coming together and showing up for the community. But now it's called Naala's House, and it's all about sustainability, whether it be your mental well-being. It's about taking clothes, amending them, giving them back, going to schools, educating children how to be more sustainable, look after their mental well-being, be expressive, show up for yourself and yourself only, and also work experience. We're living in a new world where entrepreneurship is booming, where you haven't got to rely on your parents or teachers to educate you. You can go online, you can do short courses, you can go on YouTube. So it's about how do you help yourself. We're living in an aid-orientated world, I feel. Unfortunately, you know, some countries they do need them. Whereas in England, we haven't got to rely so heavily on aid, on the government, on charities. We can actually use our minds. We have the amenities to do that. That's what I believe. If you disagree, let me know.
And you've got the opportunities,
the opportunities
to create here and birth, like make visions reality. I feel like here there's a lot of people, almost like maybe generational trauma, like from the get-go thinking they have to depend on things. Otherwise, it may be too much, too hard, to this, to that.
For example, a lot of melanated people, you know, you're raised to be like, help yourself. No one's going to help you, help yourself, which means you become self-orientated. And when help does come, you don't want to receive it or you're skeptical of it.
Yeah.
Whereas other people, that help, some of them have generations that all have always been on benefits and have never ventured out. Everyone's different. I'm not going to say one is right and one's wrong. Everyone's different. But what I will say when it comes to authenticity and what I preach shut up. No more excuses. Shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up. I want to hear it. Everyone has excuses. Even myself, I make excuses and I sit there like, Naala, stop. What can you do now? What practical things can you do now? Even if it's small, slow steps.
Yeah.
And the first thing starts with honesty.
Yes.
Honesty.
Oh gosh, this was my last episode.
Is it?
Yeah, I literally posted a short yesterday. You got to be honest to yourself.
You have to.
So you can actually identify what you need, cover that, and then you can have capacity for the world
branch
outside.
out,
But you
yeah.
got to start with yourself.
You have
and
to.
Honesty.
You have to.
Yes,
like,
girl.
say you're like, oh, I want to lose weight, but you hate gym. I hate gym. I'll never
I
lose
hate
weight by
gym
going
too.
gym. Exactly. And it's not even I hate gym because I don't like going gym. When I enter the gym, I start competing myself with big man. What am I competing with big man for? He's there lifting weights. I want to lift weights.
No, I just don't like being caged indoors.
Yeah.
And you have to sweat. There's no circulation. It's like I just don't like to be caged in.
Yeah.
If there was an outdoor gym.
But there are outdoor gyms, honey.
No. I mean an actual like the machines outside.
There are machines outside in the park.
They're not real machines.
They are real machines.
They have no weight to them.
Some of them do.
Oh, I've not seen them
Depends
yet.
where you go.
I probably would then.
It's cold. But
That warms you up anyway. No, but like I'm a yoga, swimmer,
honey.
climber, tennis, like anything that you can do
Active
outdoors.
and fun.
It's fun.
See,
Dancing.
that's my point. So
But not the
I had to
gyms
be honest with
indoors.
myself. I was like, honey, that's not for you. Stop watching yourself and being upset because your brethren are going to and you're not. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
As you said, the yoga, the cycling, the
There's
walking
so
my
many
dogs,
options.
the dancing. Like, you have to be honest and practical with yourself. And recently, especially with my illness, I had to really be honest with myself. Like, I've never, ever enjoyed Western society's medical industry. Everyone knows, it's mainly chemicals. They don't care about your well-being. But more so, there's no identity in it. You're a statistic. You're a generalized statistic. Oh, everyone with this illness takes that. Everyone who does this,
Generalized,
yeah, it's very generalized. Whereas
Very.
if we broke it down
Very
to the...
scary actually as well, I find.
It's horrible!
Can you share? Would you mind sharing?
Yeah, I will share. So I've had Crohn's disease since I was 6. I was diagnosed at 6 and I had it since I was 3. So I'm 29 now, coming 30. Oh my God, I'm a big gal up in here. What? Sorry. Recognize. Real recognize is real.
I love her so much. Can you guys tell why? It's just like, no, your energy is like, it's almost like addictive. I'm obsessed.
Thank you, girl. So, yeah. And my whole childhood has been a hard struggle. So I would tell them, like, this is making me have arthritis. I want to stop the medication. They're saying, oh, but it works for all these other people. What is your problem? So I stopped taking it. Months later, they were like, oh, yeah, it was causing you arthritis. And now I have severe arthritis. Swelling in my brain. I had swelling in my head. And I was like, the medication's not working. Oh, but it works for everyone else. I don't understand what the problem is. I stopped taking it. They realized there was a swelling. I've never been heard. I've never been understood. I've always been seen as a statistic. I used to wake up with doctors in my arms giving me injections and giving me medication I never asked for, nor did I need, but they're just testing it on me because they're like, oh, but you need it. So recently I had a massive scare. I have to have surgery. And I got to the point where I'm peeing myself in my sleep. I'm having nightmares. I'm terrified. I'm not eating. I'm just scared. And I said to myself, God doesn't want me to have this, and it's not about like, oh, you're fearful, that's why you're terrified. No, it's more than that. It's coming in my dreams, and all my dreams are saying, find a practitioner, find a space, find a medicine or a practice that really understands the individual. And my friend messaged me yesterday, and she was like, go to India. They have, I'm going to say it incorrectly, avogade. No. It's a practice, basically, that focuses on each individual. And they think about your well-being, your mental health. Think about yoga, movement and practice, breath work. They think about herbs. Think about cleansing and draining your body, detoxifying. They think about what you do as a lifestyle. How can you incorporate that in your everyday? It's more than just take this medication. That, like, for example, I got an email from the doctors recently saying, I'm going to give you a shingles medication so you can take this random drug that's also might cause you XYZ, measles and heart conditions and lung conditions. I was like, what the Raz? What? And also, how is that long term? They want me to get a stoma bag. They want me to get a bag for my bowels, and they haven't really given any indication as to how that's going to help long term. Oh, it helped with the short term effects, but what are the long term? They have no idea what I eat, what I do for a living, how if my stress levels are high, if I'm sleeping. They don't care. All those things are going to have a massive impact on my long term health. Which is why identity and really understanding who you are, what you want in life, where you're going to go is important, because you're going to be swayed just like that. If a doctor gives you a scare, you're going to say, cool, I'll take the medication without even thinking about it. If you go to a school and you're taking your kid to school, you don't think about them as a person. Do they belong here? Are they going to be safe here? Are they going to be listened to? They're chaotic. Are they going to be labelled as ADHD, or they're going to be seen as creative?
And it's going to impact them for the rest of their lives.
Honestly.
Like, we think it's a small little thing, but
it's not. It's
actually
massive.
they're going to be having to unlearn and unpack that, or even identify
with
that.
it.
30,
whole
40 years
lives.
from, yeah. It's
whole lives.
It's actually like idiotic to have this system that people just easily fall into trauma.
Honestly, Honestly. And the more I've been thinking about it recently, because, girl, I get suicidal sometimes. And I'm happy to speak about this because, you know, as I said, I stopped wearing my makeup because people just saw me as happy all the time and saw me as someone who can shine and can be bright and is beautiful and is so funny and, you know, as you said, addictive. And I love it because I am. I know I worked a lot on my personality and myself, not for others, but for myself to know that it's amazing. Whereas, also, I have my faults, don't get twisted. I can be at BITCH when I want to be. I can be petty, but, you know, I don't practice it because it hurts my heart.
I don't think it's petty, but I feel like for me, perfection is part of the imperfections or whatever another would call an imperfection because it makes them be challenged. But it's where we are unique, and that is where we are in our personal seasons and our personal specification of who we are. I don't think that is petty or whatever. It's just us.
This is my point because, like, for example, I have so many conversations with my family being like, why are you attacking me for being myself? You know, you reap all my glory, but then you shun it back at me. I had relationships, even a recent breakup, where they literally was like, you're amazing, you're this, I want to be you when I'm older, you're fantastic. But then the same wording, the same paragraph, they flipped back on me being like, your energy's too much and it's making me feel insecure. Your boldness is infectious, but it's also, you know, it takes up the whole room, and I don't know if I can deal with that. Yeah. Everything's too much. Girl, you know, your honesty is bold, but, you know, I'm not understanding your communication styles because I'm curious to know your truth. And with me, I love to get dirty because then I can tell who you are, and not because and not because I'm coming for you. No, but I'm curious. I want to learn and how to also respect you and how you can respect me. If I don't know your boundaries, how am I supposed to know you?
Listen, you only know somebody once you have a situation with them.
And how you
I
overcome
welcome
that.
it so much because that's when you really know who you're dealing with. It's nice to laugh and to be like skipping about and painting pictures together. But the first argument or the first confrontation or the first debate is going to make and break if this is really real. Or if we really...
Also, how they allow you to grow from that. Like, I've had so many connections where people didn't want me to grow, didn't allow me to grow. They had one situation with me and they sucked me there. That's where I left. I stayed there.
Because you will outgrow them and you're going to leave them behind. It's like a little bit of...
it happened, girl. Bye.
Bye. You can't run from this. You can't run from this, but I feel like the more consistent... Girl, we are here to teach. We are here to elevate. We are here to redefine what it means to be.
Yeah.
To be. And to be given or taking or to claim your freedom to be. Because I feel like in the very now, the very few that I know, that I feel like the chosen ones, whatever the trend is going about with that, I redefine it for my understanding. But I can see the chosen
define
ones.
That for me.
Like
what's going on right now?
The so-called odd ones out.
Okay.
You know, the ones that are always like racing ahead and the mass is trying to pull you back and is trying to project and gaslight and bully to just see how much impact can they have on you. And then eventually it's almost like from feeling certain way, taking this personal, the next time being like, you know what, I've been here before. I'm going to move, but I'm going to keep you in mind. And the next, we become ice cold.
Yeah.
At the end of it, we're going to be like, it's fine. You want to go, go.
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to be replaced. Because it's like the life will show us that nothing is random. Everything is right and exact. And certain people just cannot stick about because they're going to be learning one or two things.
I will say it's hard. Like,
it was hard for me.
Yeah.
Again, the solar eclipse made it hard because it was like a bit of a romantic situation.
Okay.
But when it's like, I'm so sorry, when it's a friend, I feel like I've been scarred so close to home so many times. It cannot get worse than that.
I know.
So it's like, whoever I lose at this moment of existence is fine because I have myself. Like, I've lost people before and I lost myself. And I was like...
Do you think it's easier having children, knowing you have love to fall back on?
People say that. I feel like people say that don't have children.
Yeah, I haven't got kids. I'm curious.
You think, like, it's such a... like it.
I will say this only because all my friends with kids say this.
What?
Like, you know, they can say goodbye to friends and certain family members because they have their own family. Whereas when you haven't got your own family or something to fall back on, say I've lost my family, I've lost my friends, and they're projecting in different ways that I could either stay uncomfortable in and just endure, or I could be safe and say goodbye. I haven't got my family to rely. I haven't got nothing to fall back on.
I don't know.
It's not as easy.
The thing is, the falling back on for me, the thing that makes it a little bit more of a challenge is I don't have time for myself because I have the children. So I see that more of a challenge, even though I may have these extra cuddles here and there, but I cannot get up and take myself away for a holiday, or I cannot just do whatever it is that I need to navigate. I'm going to always have to humble myself because I have these children and I do homeschool and the constellation is the way it is.
Yeah.
I think it's the thing where people say grass is green, the grass is green over there.
On the other side,
you know, so you would kind of desire something that you just don't have. But I do understand it's beautiful and a privilege. Like, I've lost my father, and for me it was like, thank God I have my children. Thank God I have them to cuddle with and to remember, you know. But at the same time, it was difficult because certain things that I needed, I couldn't do because I had them as well. Yeah. So I don't know. I think give and take.
I think for me, it's taken me years to truly... Because I've had this like moment of I love myself, I'm comfortable with myself completely, I don't need no one. God always shows me the right crowd. Like, no matter where I go, where I travel, 100%. I always have the right community around me. They may be short term, most time it's not long term, but it's always what I needed. Yeah. But part of me craves for long term, craves for that long term community. And I find sisters like yourself, Shanice, like people in my life who ground me and hold me, and I feel so whole and I feel so seen. But I also have this skeptical side of me that's like, how long are they going to last now, you know? Yeah. And I'm not putting that out there because when you think those thoughts, they will happen. And I truly believe that.
I have like straight up conversations with Shanice, with the sisters in that now newly shaped community. Because since we're a reflection, we're mirroring all of us, because all of us have these scars and these sisterhood wounds.
Fake sisterhood wounds, bruv. Fake sisterhood.
I mean, what it means, I feel you say fake, but then every relationship that fails or that eventually unravels.
I only say fake because for me, a relationship...
Oh, you know what? Yes,
builds
fake,
and grows. Builds and grows. And I know myself, bro. Like, if you feel worthy of... not with myself, but worthy of yourself. If you sat in yourself and you're like, you know, I'm learning, I'm here, I'm showing up for myself, I'm being who I am, I will ride and die because I want to grow with you. I want to learn with you. I want to explore with you. I want to put you in your place and also humble myself from you. I want to do all of that, just like a relationship. Like, I'm willing to work. But what happens is, as again, back to the beginning, a lot of people have words, a lot of words to say and no action. And when you show up in that action, when you show up for yourself and you're consistent in yourself, people are like, what do you mean? Penny drop, come on, drop. And I'm not letting the penny drop because I want to thrive and I want to keep communicating. And if I don't communicate, because I do disappear a lot based on my mental health and my illness, and I don't even know it's happening until I'm in it. People say I have bipolar, I don't know because I'm not getting diagnosed. But anyways, I dip, I disappear, I come back. Yeah. And, you know, it got to a point where even my friend called me, was like, Naala, for the 9 years that I've known you, I finally want to say I'm sorry for not seeing you for you. You've been consistent, you know. You tell me sometimes I dip and I disappear and you can't get they can't get hold of me. But when I come back, I come hard, I come strong, and I don't apologize because I've shown you who I am. I'm telling you, I can't keep apologizing for my truth.
Why apologizing?
Exactly. And they said to me, I finally see you and I'm here for you. And that, my heart, honestly, hands on God, like, I love you, Sandra, it's you I'm talking about. My heart felt so loved because I realized I haven't got to cry about it and feel bad about it. And that's like, again, fake sisterhoods. I haven't got to beg for friendship and beg for these communities that don't want to show up for me, don't understand me, you know? Some people are there for the every day. Some people are there for the once a week. Some people are there once a month. Some people are there for once a year. But everyone has their purpose. And I know my purpose in my friendships. And if you don't, then ask. And let's understand and redefine. And if you're not willing to do that, again, goodbye. Which is why I called them fake. Because these conversations weren't being had, or you were showing up as yourself and they weren't appreciating you, or they were forcing you to mold and be something you're not. Because what, I wear face paint and I wear colours, I must be some spiritual guru. God, I don't know about chakras, you know what I mean? See me for who I am.
Sis, oh God. I so understand you. I so understand you. I actually had, when it comes to my close circle, I had, did I? Yeah. I lost every single person, including my family members. When I say lost, it's like we chose to disconnect, to be living peacefully because there was just a lack of acceptance coming from, not even being projected out from me, because I'm just, at this point, I'm just unconditional. If I choose to have you on board, it's because I see you and I can move this. But I'm not going to be coming there so you can throw stones at me. That's not going to be the duality.
That part.
And if I choose a new way of doing things tomorrow and you can't hold that space, then you're becoming a problem. And I will actually say it in your face. And it doesn't matter if people are there or not. I will say it. And I may then choose to go away. And it kept happening to the point that it was everybody. And it was everybody. Yeah. You know, Shanice and me, we bumped into each other on the road last summer. Nando and me, we met on one of my events in October. Literally like my soul sisters, the tribe is gathering now.
Because you let go. I will say this, though, to counteract you a little bit.
Yeah.
Honesty, unapologetic self does not mean rude.
No.
Does not mean harmful. Does not mean, like, for example, I never, ever, ever liked it when someone had a problem, they do it in front of the crowd. Because if we have a problem, I'm going to bring you to the side respectfully.
Yeah.
But what happens with me is I always get people coming for me in a crowd or coming for me
same.
in inappropriate ways. I'm like, I'm an actual human being. You may
Same.
see me as a fairy. My pronouns may be very alien, but I'm a human being first. I have feelings and emotions. I'm laughing out loud, but it doesn't mean I'm crying inside.
Girl, I find people do that.
They think we can take it.
No, not that they think you can take it. I feel like they don't have the backbone to hold that opinion against you by themselves. They need an environment.
They need people to be like, yeah, I agree. And she's like that. I agree. Oh my gosh, she's like, everyone humble yourselves. Because what I don't like about that mainly, sorry, I'm getting emotional now, is a lot of these times, one-to-one, they rate me. One-to-one, they have different words for me. But all together, they come a hive mind, this hive demonic mind that is just projecting society's norms, and they become a hive mind.
But they
like
cannot be right for you then.
It's not, but they're not, which is what my biggest problem has been about friendships and communities. People love being on one-to-one. They come to my house, we go out together, one-to-one. But the group settings, they get uncomfortable. They're scared. They're watching me to see what I'm going to say. They're curious to know how I'm going to act or how loud I'm going to be. And it's like, what do you mean? When it's one-to-one,
oh, you know what I think that is as well? Is I feel like, yeah, you know how that sounds like? It sounds like people are talking about you when you're not there. So when you are then in a group of people, because they're all aware of having a certain perception and they all see that they are all present, they're going to have the mannerism.
Yeah.
Which in person they might not.
But this is what upsets me because, for example, say like, I'll give you an example. I had a friend, I'm not going to say their name because it's not necessary. I had a friend and our one-to-one banter, our one-to-one comments, our one-to-one energy was fire. You know, unapologetic, shop by yourself, say whatever you want. It could be as crazy, outrageous as you want. Yeah. I want to take it as for what you're saying. I'm not going to judge you. And if it was to be judged, like say it went too far, we'll talk about it. Where is this coming from? Why do you feel like that? Because I'm a curious human being. I love the fact that every single person is unique and I love to know everyone's mind. I don't like the hive mind. I don't like trends. I don't like all of that because it confuses me. Yeah. How can someone tell you who should be? But then when it comes into a group setting, that person changed. You know, they became a chameleon or their thoughts changed or their mannerisms changed. Like that. I don't trust that. I never have. I never will. But the reason why I stuck around them, because I was so intrigued to know if their insecurities was holding them back from being their true selves or if that's who they were. Now I'm not curious anymore. If you do that, I will not be around you. And doesn't mean for example, I can be like now, but when I'm at a school setting and I'm teaching the kids, I'm still live and energetic. But you never hear me swear. Yeah. You never hear me cuss. Yeah. You never hear me disrespect the children. You never hear me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I know my levels of who I am, but my core will never change. My core will remain. Whereas a lot of people change their whole core, and that scares me. It scares me so much so that humanity, even people who dress like myself, I don't even trust them as well. Because quiz. Everyone's like, oh, if you're queer, you're gay, you're out, you know, we're bolder, we're more unapologetic. Lies. Because anyhow, I question a transgender person. I question my own lesbian community. I question it because I'm curious. You know, I'm a human being identifying as myself, also gay, learning about my community. And I'm curious.
I think questions is never a negative. It's just when you face insecurities, questions can be sensitive and like a trauma response. But I think a question always shows care that you're interested.
I'm curious. I want to learn.
It's a beautiful thing to discover one another.
And how are we supposed to grow if we don't question?
I feel like the world has been... The word questions in this world has kind of become something how to bully or how to degrade.
Because the question is covered and coated by pain or covered and coated by attack, covered and coated by lies or
sometimes you can
indirect.
tell in the tonal voice. I want to ask you something about these friends and these groups of people because I feel like there was a time where I've been around these people. So, you know, they stay close to figure you out. Oh, no.
I just want to show our shoes real quick.
I've been around these people and honestly, deep down in my gut, I always knew something was off. Every single person that I do not talk to anymore, throughout my time with them, there was always pickpockets of moments where I was like, feeling something wasn't right and I was just overlooking it. It's almost like I was okay with whatever that could become and escalate into. Like, I'm going to
I don't think you were okay ever. I think it's the lack of community. I don't think you were ever okay. Like, for example, like you just said, now that you found community, you're sure in yourself, you're stuck in yourself, you're not stuck, sorry, you found yourself. When I didn't have my community, I compromised hard because I wanted people around me. I'm an extrovert. I love human connection. So I compromised.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if that's right for me.
Yeah,
because I feel like I've always had an ocean of people around. Like too many people to the point that
is it the right people though?
There were most of them. No, because I've lost most of them. Like literally, like hardly anybody that I interacting with on the regular are the same people from before. Not to say that some of them I didn't meet like maybe 5 years ago, but then didn't see them again, or some others 15 years ago, and they're just coming back now. But the people that I was consistently with throughout my transition into motherhood 12 years ago, going through it and coming out of it. No, I'm still in it. But now,
coming out, you know,
going through my separation and things like that, there was nobody consistently there that's still here now. And my gut feeling was always overriding what I then decided to do until universe, the alignment, just forced them out of my sight. And then I was by myself and I realized...
So why did you hold on?
Because people came to me because of what the energy represented, how valuable one is, how... It's almost like I was like a bit of a therapist for a lot of people. It's like I was so happy to pass on my gift.
Yeah.
I have the money, here, have it.
Yeah.
You need food, I'll cook for you.
Yeah.
You need help with your child, I'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
You need what? You need this? I have it, take it. Like I've been that person to the point that people thought, oh, so valuable. She has no clue.
Yeah.
She don't know shit about what she actually does for me, and she's not asking for anything in return.
Amen.
So when I was in need and I realized that people were not facilitating similarly, I started to question, and my awakening happened the same time. My separation happened in the same time. And I was like, you know what? Fuck everybody, just get out of my sight. And I was leaving them. And then I realized, oh, I'm standing by myself for the first time. And then I was learning how to do that and how to be that and how to find comfort for myself. And the self became like part of the narration. Yeah. Because before it was always about how the self was reflecting. Yeah. Or how it was welcomed or how it was confirmed.
Woo,
so yeah, girl.
Chills, girl.
So today, I feel like that energy, that gut feeling is the first thing. Like when remember we met and I was like, this girl is dope and she feels great. Let me somehow get the connections in, lock it in. Because there's people you meet and you feel doubt, you feel confused, it's not clear. You're like, let me give this a bit of time, or should I? Yeah. Let's just... But there's sometimes like these times and the sisters' times where you meet and you just you feel it. It's like, this is it.
And again, I want to point out, even though we dressed like this, it wasn't even how you looked.
No.
Because as I keep saying, people dress like me and I don't trust them. I don't trust them because, like you say, they're projecting for others or they're reflecting for others. Or
It's also a trend at this point.
yeah, again, it's a trend.
People study how to be of awareness, how to look. That's the one. How to look and be successful. How to look and be inviting. How to look and be approachable. How to look and be a leader. All of this, you can Google it.
Yeah.
ChatGPT will tell you what to do. And people actually follow suit with that and then
That's
think
crazy.
they now embody it.
Yeah.
No, girl, it's true.
Say that to the camera, girl.
Like, this is not the way to read things up, study external information to understand how to live in an internal frequency.
I will say, you can study it. Just like mental well-being. Hear me out. Let me land. Just like mental well-being, just like how to love yourself, how to do self-care, how to minimize your house. You can study, but until you feel, you know.
I don't know.
No, I'll tell you why. Because my mother, for example, she's crazy, bitch. That woman, Melody and Lawrence, love you, babe. Her clothes are bright. I got my clothing ideas from my mum, my nan, my aunties. You know that generation in the 90s, colours, patterns, fashion. Like, yes. She is childlike. Like, when I was growing up, all the adults would be sitting on the sideline. My mum would be getting into the game. She'll be coming into the swimming pool with us. She'll be in her bra and knickers. If she hasn't got a swimming costume, she'll just dive in. She was always willing to have fun. And everyone who has ever met my mother knows this. However, her insecurities hold her back. Her certain things about her hold her back, you know. And she had to learn these things. She had to read about it, and I had to force her out to certain spaces where she could feel more comfortable to learn. So I don't think. And again, certain people who are complete introverts, they need to learn these things. I don't think you can't learn. I think the feeling part, the lying, again, back to honesty. Be honest with yourself. Who are you? Are you feeling it? And again, let's go back again, back to being genuine with yourself. I stopped wearing my face paint, not because that's not who I was anymore. I was curious to know what people perceived of me in terms of genuine. Because when they saw me, blank face, basic clothing, I say basic, because now I wear basic clothing and I had to wear basic clothing to be understood. So when I say that now, they were like, wow, you're still yourself. And they genuinely were shocked. Oh my God, you're still so loud. Oh my God, you're still so child. Oh my God, like you're fun. You're still fun. You're still interesting. You're still cute. Someone even said you're actually intelligent. That blew my mind. It was like, what? I can't look like this and be intelligent.
But have they not been around you to know that before?
And the joke is, when they realize that, you know, I travel so much. How do you travel so much? And because I make my money. Oh my God, you actually make money. Like, what do you think I'm doing? Some people thought I was a socialite.
It's almost like they've already written you off.
They ripped me off time ago. Sign the paper, then pass it around to their friends so everyone can sign. Like, people always assumed I was just a socialite, living my best life and not actually doing anything with my life. And I was like, how? I've been doing charity work for over 10 years. 10 years of my life I've been pouring into the community. And when I'm not doing that, I'm doing body painting to make myself money. And when I'm not doing that, I'm dancing and choreographing, I'm traveling, I'm working, I'm grinding while still being sick, going hospital and coming back. During hospital rehearsals, I was in hospital getting surgeries and stuff like that. Like, I grind. I'm not like here for the fun. I work hard.
But the issue is, I feel like, to the point of going out of your way to have somebody see that. Because the right people
will see.
And they
I know that now.
Yeah, but it's a journey.
It had to be a journey. And if I didn't not wear my face paint, I would have still been questioning it. It changed my life.
Yeah.
I really knew who my friends were, who weren't my friends, who was there for the clout, who was there for the love. I realized in myself as well when I was, you know, being a performer and entertaining, because it was forced upon me. And when I was like, you know what, I'm not here to entertain. And genuinely being like, I'm quiet today. Looking like this, I'm quiet. And I'm okay with it. I don't care what you think in your head and what I shouldn't be doing. This is me. I had to learn so much during that period about, like you said, who am I for myself, ultimately and completely and fully. And I still question it sometimes. You know, I'm human. I'm allowed to.
I think we always still become. We never stop and just are like this. We shapeshifters. We are like
growing, evolving.
Yes, and we're here for like We move in mountains, girl. Like, we're actually making a huge difference. We're activating
Just by
people.
being.
Just by existing.
Yeah.
And sharing sometimes by
Yeah.
choice. But it's not actually that necessary because our energy alone activates.
Like, I didn't know. It's only when I wasn't on Instagram when I was in Ghana for the year, and people were messaging me being like, babe, are you okay? I haven't seen you be posting. Oh my God, like, I now have my rainbow nails because of you. I now go crazy with my outfits. I've changed my wardrobe because of you. Or like, I've spoken to my family and I'm out now because of you. I didn't know, just by me ranting and being silly on my Instagram or my stories, not really chatting wisdom, really, just being myself, impacted more people. When I was preaching, I did less impact than just being.
Because we try and impact everyone over there whilst everyone else is watching.
Yeah,
I don't know why we
yeah.
are so focused on the ones that we have It's almost like we also fantasize on people. Because if they're not ready, if they have different choices of navigating things differently, we should also accept them for that and just allow them to be.
Amen.
Yeah.
But this is my initial issue with that understanding as well. So everyone always talks about, you know, queer people need to take over spaces. Black people need to take over spaces. We need to claim this back. We need to da-da-da-da. And I don't agree with that all the time because I don't feel safe in those spaces. I don't feel like I'm claiming anything, really. I'm just being hindered again.
It's like us forcing ourselves into an environment that's not necessarily well. It's like forcing a friendship to be healthy when it just isn't.
It isn't.
Just let it be.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
The world is so big.
It's vast.
It's like, why do you guts to?
There's so many spaces that accept us.
Yeah.
Go there and kill it.
Yeah.
There's so many spaces, like, for example, it's different when it's a working world and working environment. You want to feel comfortable in your working environment. You can make changes in policies. You can question things. I hear that kind of space overload taking over understanding of it. But when it comes to genuine safety and genuine alignment. My cousin talks about, she's queer, and she says she doesn't like going to queer spaces because it feels like because we're gay we have to be there. And I get that. Not everyone gets along. We don't have to all be in the same space, but you have to find safe spaces.
It's also like supporting and empowering spaces.
Yes,
I'm not queer, but I go to queer spaces because I want to support the people. I want to support communities.
And this again, that word community.
Yeah.
Like, I go to community
it's
spaces.
humans coming together.
That's it. Humans.
Show acceptance, to show openness, to create a more peaceful world.
And it doesn't mean they have to truly understand us in and out because you don't even understand yourself more time. It does not mean you have to, you know, go there and question just to learn. Sometimes just go.
This is the same as if you as a woman go and support a man's mental health space. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
We just support one another. It's not about having to be into man.
Yeah.
It's not about going there to try and get the numbers or to try and work here.
Sometimes. Logically.
It's just about being a community that is starting to indoctrinate health, acceptance.
Amen.
Even if it's got nothing to do with you.
Exactly. This is why I love my events. Back to Naala's House.
Yes.
So
we literally have 2 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Let's speak about Naala's House.
So I'm going to bring them back in 2026, Loud Nation events. I loved these events. Loved them. We had people who are 60 plus with 18-year-olds playing games and laughing and dancing. We had poetry by fairy aliens who were dancing like this, and then rappers who were coming in with a skrega that. It's all about people showing up as themselves. And I guarantee, oh God knows. Every person who comes there, every single human being, every single person that showed up there became themselves by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Because I do not let anyone judge, disrespect. If you want to walk off your shoes off, do it.
Yeah.
If you want to write poetry while someone's performing, do it. If you want to draw and lie down on the floor, do it. If you want to dance and be free, do it. As long as you're respecting the space,
that's what
respecting
it's about.
each other. Like, I only care about humans showing up for yourself and not disrespecting anyone else. If you're curious to have discussions, have them, and have them politely, respectfully. Learn, share your story, be yourself, express yourself, shout, scream, move. Like, my spaces aren't about the perfect sound, about the perfect person, about how we look.
Perfection is in the imperfection that shows you individuality.
Perfection is in the individual. Perfection is in the individual, and that changes no matter who you are, what you sound like, what country you're from, no matter what language you speak. Take time. If someone speaks slow, let them speak slow. Wait. If they breathe and they take their moment, do it.
Listen, we're coming back to welcome and facilitate the nature of human being.
The nature of humanity.
Because it comes in diversity. It comes with like different cultural backgrounds, different generational momentums, different seasons of yourself. It's a it's like the forest.
Yeah.
You don't have a copy paste each of the trees the same. Like it's the variety
and
that
guys,
makes it so wonderful.
Stop getting so overwhelmed with this idea of we're living in England and it's capitalism, it's long, la la la. It's you. You're making it painful for yourself. Smile at each other.
Yeah.
Have conversations. If you bump someone, just apologize. Like be kind. If there's someone who's struggling, like there's so many times you see people struggling, help them, whether it's up the stairs of the buggy or it's across the street or someone drops something, help them pick it up. Like your 1 second of your life will change your heart, I swear down. You being kind will help your mental health. It's not always going to help someone else. It will genuinely help
100%,
you.
100%.
Kindness and love comes from within. It does not come from anyone else.
A lot of people are misunderstanding that kindness should normally... I think that is what it is, because I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people think they can only show kindness when they accept. And people have difficulties receiving acceptance. So it's almost like, why would I give out something that I'm struggling with receiving? But then they're not really showing themselves too.
Yeah.
So I feel like
they're not going to receive it if you're not giving it out also.
When you can like nurture, going back to the beginning of the conversation, when you can identify where your child self was wounded and you can interact with it and bring back life and acceptance. Because I feel like I still lack it, because I see sometimes how I am around my children and I'm like, I could actually be way nicer. And because they're just being children. But it's the overwhelmingness of being responsible, and then there's so many, and it's like my Libra rising, it's like, my ears, I can't do it. But it's a
But that's why meditation, taking moments,
I need to.
mindfulness,
I
all
need
of
to
that.
invest in myself so I can have more capacity. But the same for you guys. Like work on yourself, invest into yourself, give yourself what you need. So when you have an environment that is naturally seeking for your help, but maybe not opening up, you'll see, let me show up, because I've been showing up and my cup is full. And let's create a healthier, more peaceful, more beautiful world where we are individuals, but we are connecting in the heart space.
Yes,
You
that's
know?
it. Oh, amen.
We can do it.
We can.
We can do it. We're doing it.
And if you need the help, come to me, darling. Come to me. I have a group. I have groups that will do mental well-being for free. I have groups that will sit down with you and help you out, help you talk to your families. We have scripts created to help you talk to your families with certain conversations that they're not aware of, or they're too ignorant towards, or their trauma from their post-traumatic traumas will seep into that and not allow you to open up. We will help you, because I don't believe in world peace. I believe in world acceptance. Just like
I think that
accepting
is
and
peace.
understanding. Yeah, that is peace.
I think that is ultimately
It's not like,
peace.
I love you completely. No, sometimes I don't like you, but I don't have to show you and harm you for
it. It should be fine.
it.
Like, I shouldn't feel no way if you just have a certain day where you have different needs. It should be fine.
That should be fine.
Because I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, isn't it? I'm not seeing you today. Take a breath and I'll come back. Yeah, it's simple. Learn to communicate healthily. Honesty doesn't mean pain. Honesty means truth.
Yeah.
Be truthful for that person. How you express yourself. I'm still learning this, by the way, because this is one thing. My tongue can be sharp sometimes, but because I'm quite passionate and I speak without thinking sometimes. But learn to take a moment to think, how is this going to affect that person while still expressing your truth? Are they going to receive it? Are they capable of receiving right now? If not, don't give it to them. I've practiced calling my friends and being like, do you have the capacity? Are you okay to speak now? You know?
we're doing that.
Are you okay right now for me to go into this? And let me know if it's getting
too heavy. And I love
heavy.
it when it's no, I'm not. All right then, let me know later.
Yeah.
And then you just hang up and it's cool.
It's good.
It's like, this is healing. Because I do remember different days with different people. It went different. This is safe. And it's beautiful to see, you know. But yeah, we got to close this up. Please give me anything, website, links that I can attach onto this episode.
And honestly, it's a journey. Don't beat yourself up over it. Do not. No matter what you're going through, chronic illness, life, family, do not kill yourself over anyone other than yourself. Like, you deserve love, you deserve peace, and we don't deserve it because we worked for it. Just from existing, God gave you a beautiful birthright gift of living. And if you need to take time to understand what that truly means for you, then do it. Because there's no point living a life half-hearted in pain and hiding from yourself. It's just not worth it. Life will go like that, honestly. And day by day by day, it will get better. And if it doesn't...
I think it will, because you ultimately always become happier. Even if it's
version
just for
of.
the joy of self.
Yeah.
Because you like then initiating a path that's actually seeking genuineness, and that will take you to actual joy.
Because you can be grateful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my lovelies, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Gonna do it again.
I would like us to be meditating. I feel good.
You guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please comment below, ask questions, give me your ins and outs when it comes to how it resonated with you. Comment, like, subscribe, pass this on to your peoples them if you want to initiate a new convo about something to do with authenticity. Yeah. Peace and love.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. Oh.